continuing on with my 7 days of 7 lives, I am playing catch up. So that means I'm going to do 3 lives today, and I'm excited about it. So bear with me as I go through some things. Let's do some housekeeping. If you are not following me here on Habs TV, please subscribe to my channel and do so today, and then share it with others so that they can get all the insight that they need from Habs TV, from Coach Dana. If you are not following me on Facebook, or if you're not following me on Facebook at Bad Coach Dana or Bad Queens of the Round Table, please do so today. That would be most heartwarming to me if you did that, and share the pages with others. So let's get right to it because I do have a full day. Already started at about 7 a.m. Been out and about. Come back. I'm grilling. Can I say that really quickly? I'm grilling a pork shoulder because the temperature went up today. And here in Wisconsin, you got to take it when you can. So I'm taking it as I can, and I am really not even mad about it. And I'm hoping that tonight, after I slow cook this shoulder, after it comes off the grill, that it is ready and great. So I'm perfecting this grilling thing. So bear with me. But I'm excited. So I've been utterly busy most of the day, and here I am talking to you about Queen of All Trades. And the reason why I titled this Queen of All Trades is because there's this saying that isn't said right, and it is said that what the saying is. Jack of all trades, master of none. But the complete saying, and I'm not going to give it to you now, I want you to go research it and find out where it came from. But that complete saying basically encourages the person who does a lot of things. The person who regurgitates Jack of all trades, master of none is the person who doesn't know how to do it all within the strength that they have. We as women, because I'm talking to the ladies today, we as women, we know how to make it happen. We know how to make something out of nothing. I mean, listen, who knows how to make a meal out of spaghetti, right? Who knows how to make garlic bread out of regular white bread or wheat bread? Who knows how to just make it happen? We do. And I did mention food, so that must mean I'm hungry. Nonetheless, even so, I writers, we know how to tell our story in more than one book, and we know how to help others in that. Coaches, we know how to move people past the mark that they're in because we've been through that. We've been through that experience. Ministry leaders, we know how to share with others about the grace of God and why Jesus died on the cross for us, because we have experienced some of the things and the heartache, the trials, the triumph that God has allowed us to experience so that we can testify of those things. Everything, business, ministry, life, is some of the most enlightening situations that we go through in order to share with somebody else. And so I titled this Queen of All Trades because you can be queen of everything that you desire to do. How, Dana? Well, I got a few points that I want to remind you of. Not tell you how, because that comes from my coaching services. You can find out more about my coaching services at baduniversity.com or at baddamarie.com. There, talk about a lot of things. But they're also on my Facebook pages. You can find out more about my coaching services. I want to give you 3 points that will help you to be reminded of who you are and what you have on the inside of you. So, point number one is you can do it all, it can be done. I say this all the time to a lot of people when they say to me, you know, I had someone say to me, a client yesterday, who wants to make $200,000 in both of her businesses by the end of the year. She wants to make six figures. And when she first said, "Well, I want to make six figures," and I said, "Okay, well, what's a number? Give me a number." And she said $200,000. I said, "Well, that's six figures. Yes, it is. So, let's work off of that, and let me tell you what you can do." And in hearing me say what could be done, confirmed what she knew, but also allowed her to put it on paper, knowing that somebody else told her it can be done. When we overthink what we want to do or what we desire to do as something that may not be obtainable, then it becomes unattainable. It cannot be manifested. When I think about all the things that God has given me, I'm just thinking like, okay, Lord, you want me to travel, but all this stuff is going on with COVID and the variants, and everybody wants you to have this, this, or this. But I know that He is God. And knowing that He is God puts me in a place of saying, you know what? If God wants me to leave for Africa on Friday, guess what? I'm gonna leave for Africa on Friday. Not in my own strength. All I have to do is say, yes, Lord, I'll go. And I'll start to pack and I'll start to do my research. And anything that I need in order to get to leave for Africa on Friday, God is going to work it out between Tuesday and Thursday night because I know that He is God. One of the other things that you know that it can be done is when you can positively say to you, I gotta put my jewelry back on. I do not like being naked. When you can positively say that you are doing things within the mindset that God has given you, there's nothing too hard for Him. When you know that you are walking in your yes, then you know for sure that it can be done. So you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, because there's nothing too hard for God. So you know it can be done. It will be done according to the purpose, the will, and the way of the Lord. Point number two, royalty doesn't shy, uh, doesn't show fear. I'm going to read that again. Royalty doesn't show fear, but it gets it done. Refer back to number one. And refer back to the live that I did previously about getting rest. So, why doesn't royalty, the queen, show fear? Because God did not give a spirit of fear. So when you look at the challenges that you're going through, you have to know that God is with you 100% because you said yes to Him, because you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, and because God has not given you a spirit of fear. Now, those three things might be something easy to say, Dana, right? But not easy to do. Here's the thing: if you keep your prayer life, if you keep your fasting life, if you keep your face before God, you will continuously get day to day strength, if not hour to hour strength, to accomplish the goals that you need to do. I say all the time, your gifts make room for you and put you before great men. That's what the Bible says. But I add to that, well, not to the word, but I add to the purpose of that is you have to put action behind your gift in order for your gift to make room for you. That is where our faith without works is dead. If you just have faith, but you don't put any work behind it, nothing's going to happen. You cannot, I don't understand why the prosperity preachers are saying, oh, God is going to bless you. God is going to bless you. God is not going to bless you if you don't do what He said do, which is what? Action. So, royalty does not show fear unless they're not doing what God told them to do. Royalty does not put themselves in a place of being misunderstood, misconstrued, or in a place of loss unless they're not doing what God said to do. So, in all aspects, in all avenues of who and what you are and what you want to do and where you think you want to go and all of those different things, you have to understand that you have to put in the work. And in putting in the work, you know that God is going to meet you in the place. God is going to meet you in the place because you put in the work. You said yes to Him. You're being obedient and you are afraid of what He's going to do. So, yeah, queens don't show fear because they're standing on the right side of God. And royalty gets it done. How do they get it done? Because they're standing on the right side of God. And so then the last point I want to make is stop listening to the pension plans. Woo! Now y'all know I'm gonna hurt some folks with that, right? Okay, so let's. Oh, I don't even know if I want to be clear on that one. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this differently. There are people who have worked their jobs 100 times over, right? They've been there since they were 17. They're going to retire at the right age. They've been paying into their pension, all of those different things, right? Right. So that's safety. I wrote this. I'm gonna read this again. Stop listening to the pension plans. Now I wrote this knowing that I was gonna hurt some people's feelings in regards to what I said. I did, and I'm not. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just being real. People that are great with a safety net are those that are okay with where they are. But people like us, you and I, who are listening to God, um, we don't get to ask everybody's opinion. We don't get to say, well, what would you do? Because we're on the side of what would Jesus do? And because we are, we don't, we can't ask the pension plans, what they think, because they think you need to be at a 9 to 5. So they're not even going to positively tell you that your ebook is going to work, or your money planner, money binder that you have for the Bad Queens Network is going to be beneficial for any of them, or that the fact that you have these money challenges going on for people to travel, or you've created this travel book for those to get their money right. They're not even going to say that that works. Excuse me. Because the pension plans want you to be where they are, in a safety net. Oh wow. They want you to be in the ark of safety. So when you know, or you see, or you discern that that's who the person is, take a step back and decide that you're not having that conversation with them. You're going to make sure that you're doing everything that God told you to do, the way God told you to do it, and you're going to take the good with the bad in that lesson. So, like I said, I wasn't going to be here long. I didn't want to, stand before you and just be long-winded. I want to thank all of my viewers. For those of you that have viewed, and those of you that will view the replay, please share with others. And also subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please comment as well. But I'm going to go over this one more time. And again, it's Queen of All Trades. Number one, you can do it. It can be done. Why? Because you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Number two, royalty doesn't show fear, but they get it done. Why? Same reason. Because you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Because there is nothing too hard for God. Because you said yes to God, and you know that you want to be obedient, and you want to walk in that obedience 110%. Point number three, stop listening to the pension plans. Now, again, this might be an issue for some, and I'm sorry if it may be offensive, or you feel some kind of way. But the point is, and it really was to drive home the fact that there are people that are working a 9 to 5 that want to see you in the same safety net that they are in. But their safety net, especially if they're not doing what God told them to do, and you would just have to know that they're not doing what God, they would have to know that they're not doing what God told them to do. It really isn't up to you to know or to care, but except for to pray for them in that instance. But if you were in a safety net of a 9 to 5, not doing what God told you to do, what's going to happen to you at the end of your life. So don't listen to the pension plans. Again, listen, I thank y'all so much for being a part. I thank you for listening. thank you for everything. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your day.